I want you to watch this video, and I want you to really listen to what this gentleman has to say, and then we're going to come back and talk about it.
Hamas is not a resistance group. It's a terrorist organization.
Ooh, positive. I slightly have a nuanced disagreement that makes a huge difference with you there, Mr. Parnese. Reducing Hamas to only terrorism or resistance oversimplifies its role. It's a product of a prolonged conflict, failed diplomacy, like when the Oslo Accords collapsed, and the Palestinian political fragmentation. While its methods are absolutely indefensible under international law, dismissing its roots in resistance risks ignoring the systemic injustices fueling its support. In other words, both narratives, Hamas as a terrorist group and Hamas as a resistance movement, are absolutely incomplete without acknowledging the cyclic violence and the historical context. The challenge is condemning atrocities while addressing the conditions that perpetuate them. And that makes all the difference in the world, because it sounds like what you're doing there in your video is simping for fucking genocide and justifying that bullshit and forgetting everything that happened before October 7th. Anyway, much respect, sir. Deuces, y'all.
He's absolutely right on all fronts, right? That there's a root cause to everything in this world, and ultimately you can find a root cause as to why Hamas has become and does the things, become what it has become and does the things that it does. What has been happening to the Palestinian people has been horrendous over the course of generations, and it's been systematic, and it's been genocidal. It has been oppressive. It has been unacceptable. But Aaron Parnas is also right as well. We can talk about the root causes of things. We can talk about how things got to where they are today, and that's fine. We should have those conversations so that those things don't happen again in the future. But at the end of the day, today, right now, 2025, Hamas is a terrorist organization and not a resistance movement. It may have once been a resistance movement that, through all of the pressures and things that you mentioned, through all of the circumstances that you have laid out, wonderfully, by the way. It was a calm, concise, data-driven video. Despite all of that, Aaron is also correct. And what we've got going on, is obviously just a figure of speech because I don't live there. But what the people of Israel and the people of Palestine have going on currently is that they're both caught between two horrific organizations, right? You have the terrorist organization in Hamas. No matter their roots, it's what they are. They're a terrorist organization. And you have an oppressive regime in Netanyahu and his Israeli government. The people of Israel don't deserve this, and the people of Palestine don't deserve this. The people of Israel and the people of Palestine are caught between these two forces, and they don't deserve it. And you're right. You got to look at the root cause of things, and you got to go back to origins, and you can't just dismiss things. But you can't just say that you can't call Hamas a terrorist organization in today's day and age because of something that they once were. I mean, we get the arguments all the time that Democrats were once the slaveholders. They were once the racists, and they were. Conservative Democrats in the South were the ones that owned slaves and broke away from this country. Are Democrats that today? No, that's the Republican Party. So you can talk about what once was, but what is today is what matters, in my opinion. And today, Hamas is a terrorist organization. And I don't think calling them a terrorist organization is simping for genocide, especially when your position is stop fucking dropping bombs on the Palestinian people. This shit has got to stop. Netanyahu clearly does not give a fuck about the people in Gaza. Trump clearly does not give a fuck about the people in Gaza. And unless the nations of the world outside of Israel and the United States step up and do something, the people of Gaza are going to get wiped off the face of the map, and it's not fair to them. This is between Hamas and Netanyahu, and it's the innocent people in the middle that are getting slaughtered.